I was mauled.
He was mauled. Yeah.
I just feel bad for the other dog, too.
I feel bad for the other dog as well.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
What's up, Jones Bones? It is your girl, Unitedly Random, and today we're with
Stuart the husband.
And we're also talking about another. What do you call it? Will Smith word.
Entanglement?
Another entanglement today. Entanglement part 2, baby.
This one lasted a lot longer.
And it was very steamy.
Alright.
I mean,
yeah? If that's the word you want to use.
So, today we're talking about the last apartment and why we had to go.
Why we're here.
And, the only way we can really talk about that is starting from the beginning. Me and Stuart have different beginning points, okay? So, we're going to start with my beginning point because it was before his beginning point. And it's petty in the grand scheme of things.
Yep.
But it was my beginning point. When we first moved in, we moved in with 2 other people, okay? A boy and a girl. That's all the information you're going to get from us because, you know, I don't need people coming after me. Alia, you can't be telling real life stories or something. We moved in with a boy and a girl into a 3-bedroom, 3-bath place. Now that place was gorgeous. I kind of feel bad that I never really recorded the place. I feel like deep in my soul I knew we weren't gonna be there long, but really though,
alright, yeah,
really deep in my soul I knew we wasn't gonna be there long. Stuart just didn't know it, okay? Like, by the time I was like, hey, Stuart, we should probably move.
I was really hoping she was joking because we went through a lot to get there in the first place.
I was like, hey, let's go. You know when your wife comes to you and be like, hey, baby, I'm thinking we should go ahead and do this? I had already thought of it and made up my mind, okay? Stuart, it's just like, hey.
I was like, no, we just found this perfect place.
I was like, I'm unhappy. And he was like, anything for you, baby. But, 2 minutes have already passed.
Oh no. Okay.
Okay, so for me, the first thing that really stood out to me was we had just moved in and we furnished the whole living room pretty much.
By ourselves. Except for one bookshelf that another roommate brought in.
Yeah, but we pretty much furnished the whole living room, and the other roommate came in and it was the she. The she was like, hey, I kind of feel a little bit like this isn't my place because all of your stuffs are in here. But she didn't bring any stuff for the living room. So she was feeling like, oh, well, it feels like it's not mine. Well, also, my thing was, what was a red flag for that is because, and this was more throughout the relationship with her, she would say that we should be thankful that she chose us to get into that house with her. Even though she couldn't afford the place by herself. So she needed other people, but we were thankful that she chose us to let us move in with her. Also the fact that she kept feeling like for me, I felt like she felt like this place was hers and not ours, even though all of our names were on that lease.
We paid 1/3 of the rent, so she was acting like it was 100% hers when in reality it was 33%.
And it'd be different if she owned the place and then we moved in, but we all moved in at the same time. So it was just like, I didn't really like that energy from her. But Stuart's transgressions start a little bit later. It was about the second weekend.
It was about a week and a half or so in. So she brought her dog, and I wasn't able to bring my dog. My dog is with my dad in South Carolina. So I was a little hurt. I was hurting because I missed my dog, and she was bringing hers, and hers looks a lot like mine, just a smaller version. So I was really excited to, help her out, like take it out for walks whenever she needed, like if she was at work or whatever. I was excited. So I was really just trying to bond with the dog. I played with her earlier a little bit, and then later in one day, I kneeled down as the dog was laying on the floor, kneeled down to pet it on the head, and I mean that bitch attacked me. I know, curse word, but It's a female dog. It's a bitch. That bitch attacked me, and Alia will put a picture of the damage to my face. It surprised me more than anything. It didn't hurt. It's just I didn't know I was bleeding until I saw blood dripping from my nose onto the floor. So I went to the bathroom, cleaned that up.
At that point, I was like, head down to the no. I saw like that dog went from whoop to ah.
Yeah, there was no warning sign.
No warning, no trigger or anything. She went ah. And by the end of it, Stuart was dripping blood. Now, Stuart, I'm thinking he in shock because he didn't really register it. But as an outsider looking in, I was like, yo, I'm living with Cujo. This dog is wild. This dog is boinkers. Like, I don't feel safe with this dog in the house. And what was going through my head is, this is a grown-ass man. What if I brought kids over to the house? You know, all of these things were going through my head to the point where I was like, hey, that day, your dog needs to stay in its room. Your dog needs to stay in your room when you're not here because we cannot have a repeat of this situation. I'm the one who took charge in that conversation because I could not. At the end of the day, I'm not really a pet person. Stuart will tell you this. Like, I like pets, but I'm also like, I don't want to deal with other people's problems. So, I'm not really a pet person. And at that point, when your pet attacked my husband, like, I don't even care how Stuart tried to play that off. It was like a no-no. Because you're a grown man. You can play it off like, oh, well, it wasn't that bad. But what if it was a little child? So, at that meeting, this is another reason why I don't like her.
We had a house meeting.
We had a house meeting that same day, okay?
That's not before the house meeting though. The dog had a transgression with the other roommate's dog, much smaller dog.
Like a little bitty thing.
Yeah, and the little girl was terrified of that bigger dog.
Like it went off. It popped off. She attacked the human, and then she attacked the dog.
In the same
day. So at this point, it's like, hey, she can't be nice. Like, first of all, you know, dogs roughhousing and stuff like that, I would have been cool. But it was like from her roughhousing with the dog to also ripping my husband's nose off, pretty much.
I've never seen a small dog yelp like just repeatedly yelp and be inconsolable. I just never seen that in person before. So
but that dog also had trauma.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's a big dog. It was scary for her. I don't blame her.
Yeah. It was definitely a scary event. So that happened and we were like, oh shit, no. We talked to her that same day. Hey, look, I'm not saying your dog gotta go, but you need to put that dog in your room because I cannot. You know what she told me? Like, this is what kills me with this girl.
You gonna say it together?
I don't think you know the exact words I'm about to say, but this girl told me that it wasn't that bad.
Oh, well, that's not what I thought you were gonna say.
Yeah, she told me it wasn't that bad. I said, look, your dog attacked my husband and turned around and attacked the little dog in the house. Like, something needs to happen because you're not going to be here and my husband was going to be the one taking your dog for a walk. He volunteered himself for it. I said, okay, cool, but I don't want this dog free roaming around the house if it's just going to attack without a warning. That's the thing. You did it without a warning. So I was like, no, this is a no-go. We were talking to her.
Continue.
We were talking to her, and another thing is what she said was, I said, little kids are going to be in the house, right? Little kids are in the house. She said, well, it doesn't attack my nieces and nephews. I said, okay, but are you the only one with nieces and nephews? She hit me with, who else's kids is going to be in the house?
Oh, well, I'm so... I didn't know you knew that we didn't have family.
I didn't... Did we not have family? I got nieces and nephews.
I'm pretty sure we have family, yeah.
I got nieces and nephews. Hell, the other roommate, the guy, his girlfriend brought her little sister over multiple times, okay? So, like, we got little kid family, and if your dog's attacking without giving any type of warning, that's a no-go, period.
And the other thing that I thought you were going to say is that killed me was she was like, Well, it could have been worse.
It could have been worse.
Get that part? Oh.
I forgot it. It could have been worse. And I said, bitch.
What would you have done if it was worse?
Like, okay, there was a way that I handled it. I did text her and ask her, did her dog have a biting? Okay, so everybody else was like, oh, we're not going to tell her while she at work, so she's not going to stress out about it. I said, look, I texted her, does your dog have a biting history? She said, no. I said, it do now.
Yeah.
That's what I text her. Because no matter what, it already happened. These dudes over here like, oh, we don't want to stress her out about how her dog.
Oh, yeah.
Nah.
I didn't care.
Nah. I was like, look, we're going to address this off the rip because I don't trust Cujo. I don't trust Cujo at all. So at this point, we've been talking about this for 9 minutes. We might as well make this its own video, honestly.
Yeah, but it's been too long. So
it's been way too long.
Let's go into more detail.
Like let's go into more detail. Like, what else can we put into this video about this dog bite? She did end up taking her dog from the house. She had a whole lot of excuses about how this was the dog's first time around new people and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop.
And how stressed her dog was. But obviously your dog has issues. If my dog be around new people, be in a new place, he doesn't care. He's never going to attack anybody. He's more likely to injure me while playing than anybody else in the world.
Yeah, he'll sniff your coochie though.
Yeah, murderers could break into the house and
he'll bark.
He'll let you know they're there.
He'll come and sniff.
He's not
people.
gonna do
He's like,
anything.
what's good?
He's not a guard dog.
He's not a guard dog, and he's bigger than that dog. So the fact of, I guess also there's this idea that tinier dogs are meaner. So she wasn't a tiny dog. She's a medium-sized dog,
Like 50
but she was
pounds or
tinier,
so, yeah.
tinier than Dakota. So like, I don't know.
Oh, and the thing is about the house is the place had really nice new wood, brand new hardwood floors, and our landlord was really iffy about pets at all because she did not want those floors getting too messed up over the course of this time, and just that dog tore those floors up. Tons of scratches within the first day it was there, just playing with its stupid squeaky toy. Which
oh my gosh, that damn squeaky toy.
She let it play in the house with that stupid squeaky toy when our other roommate was considerate enough to only play with squeaky toys outside. But she was like, oh no, it's for her anxiety. Like,
okay, put her in
really?
the room with your scent if it's for her anxiety, and like don't let her come out because
I'm not taking away her only comfort.
I remember there was a little bit of beef between the two dog owners. I'm going to put it out there. So, one of the dogs took a shit in the house.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, one of the dogs took a shit in the house.
Guess who?
It was a big one. And so, the thing is, when the other dog was his first day in the house, you know, she had an accident too, I think. She had an accident, and
It never happened again.
it never happened again, but that accident caused the female roommate to have some type of feeling about that dog. Like, oh no, how your dog isn't trained and whoop de whoop de whoop. Like, she was talking some mad ish on the side, right? And then when her dog did the same thing, it was, oh, she's stressed. Oh, she's new here. Oh my gosh, like, I can't even. No, hold your dog to the same accountability, baby. Oh, I wasn't here to take her out. The reason that his dog did that is because he's a bad dog owner. Like, we're gonna get in the tea. He's a bad dog owner because his dog had an accident in the house, but a week later my dog had an accident in the house, but it's okay because it's my dog. These are the kind of people we were dealing with. So at the first beginning week of that, I was already like, I can't deal with these people long term. Nothing was really a big problem with the he. It was more with the she, because I didn't like that type of energy where my shit don't stink, or it's about me. Like when we came in with the furniture, oh, this house doesn't feel like my house. Oh, you guys are lucky I chose you. Oh, it could have been worse, you know. Oh, my dog took a shit in the house. Well, I mean, she's new here. Oh, I'm annoying the fuck out of you guys with a dog squeaky toy. Oh, well, she needs it. I'm like, bitch, no, I can't. So that was just the first 2 weeks, not even the first month.
Yeah, I can't wait to talk about all the other stuff, because like about the couch, just one thing I want to bring up real quick.
Nah, save it. We're gonna save it.
Okay.
We're gonna save it. Y'all want to hear about the couch? Y'all want to hear some more about this roommate environment? Okay.
Because she started, normally, even up towards the end, I was really, I could still live here if we really needed to, because I didn't really have problems like that.
Then I started listing stuff.
She started listing stuff. I was like, oh yeah, that is a problem. We should think about that. And she started hyping me up.
I was like, hey, by the end of the day, Stuart was like, I'm going to do some petty shit when we leave.
Yeah, I was really, like the can opener there was only one can opener in the house that we had bought. Well, we didn't buy it, but I was really about to use the screwdriver just to take the blade off of it and then leave the whole thing there. You know, just take the blade off the can opener, because we only know that the female roommate uses it, and I know they would really piss her off. So, you know, hype me up and I get really petty, and I was
over here like, babe, we can't be petty.
I was plotting. Stuff. She was holding me back.
Don't touch people's stuff. Okay, but honestly, there was more reason to be petty towards the end. Like, one word, PlayStation.
Wait for that next video.
Wait for that next video, because
it's going down.
It's going down. I'm yelling timber. But this was the story about how my husband got bit in the face by a roommate.
I was mauled.
He was mauled. Yeah.
I just feel bad for the other dog too.
I feel bad for the other dog as well. But also, when they were looking over the other dog, there was no blood. So
no,
was like,
it was fine.
No.
She was just shaking up.
She was shook. She was like, arr, 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 arr. That bitch sounded like a car alarm. I'm gonna be real. She sounded like a car alarm.
In hindsight, yeah.
Yeah. So
that's just small dogs for you.
So at the end of the day, damn. We will be back.
Be careful around other people's dogs that you aren't familiar with.
Yeah,
you never know.
It's like we're learning so much.
That's impacted me to this day. Like I always ask, hey, can I pet your dog? Is she safe?
Okay, so this is the end of the video. We will see you guys next week with another entanglement. Another juicy entanglement for you guys to hear about, because, ooh.
So juicy.
So juicy. So juicy. You bite into it and it dribble down your neck.
You really go with that entanglement thing, huh?
Yeah.
Will. Alone! Please! If you got this far, you must really love me. And I too, sending you positive vibes for the weekend. And I will see you next time. Go ahead and like and subscribe. Bye-bye.